right. The captain sent back sketches of the walls. Our experts say they look elven.
Interesting. Does Corypheus send scholars to find something the elves buried? Or something buried with them?
Ah, puedo ir al jardín a ver las plantas, que me olvidé. Me pasa que Leliana me quedan 4 minutos y para no irme. Así le pongo en otra operación a Leliana y listo, y voy a hacer la misión de Cassandra.
Yes?
I wanted to ask you about the Circle of Magi.
Of course. What do you wish to know?
Stone Mad, Inquisitor.
Do you have insight into the stories these tiles are supposed to depict?
Tell you what, you finish one? Who better, right? A good dwarven perspective.
Another
Best of the...
Bueno, me doy una escapada acá. Y vuelvo.
I have quite an extensive library on the history of forbidden magic. It's back there, somewhere. I think. I haven't been able to turn my head to look for 2 centuries.
So mortals try to find the Maker, and that...
What can I do for you, your inquisitorialness?
I've read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
Ah, ya está.
Let's see what we have.
Bueno, ahora sí, ya me voy a hacer la misión de Cassandra. Me cambió de vuelta la carta de Barret.
Herr Oswin, odd that the trail should lead us here. Ban Loren is a pious, unassuming man. What has he become involved in?
He's involved in crazy. Like everyone else these days.
Truer words have never been spoken. Let's see what lies within.
Se escapa, ¿qué hace? Ya, Barrick no puedo.
I should have known. The Order of Fiery Promise is a cult with strange beliefs about the Seekers. They've hounded us for centuries.
What kind of strange beliefs?
They believe they are Seekers, the only rightful ones. They say we robbed their powers long ago, preventing them from ending the world.
Ending the world?
The only way to truly eradicate evil in their eyes. The world will be reborn a paradise. It's all nonsense.
Why haven't the Seekers dealt with them?
We have, many times. They simply reappear after a time like weeds. Nobody knows how.
Is it possible to negotiate with them?
They're fanatics, drunk on whatever forbidden magic they can find to make themselves true Seekers. This explains why the Seekers might be here, but not the connection to Corypheus.
Así que son una especie de fanáticos. Pero vamos a ver si es verdad eso.
Did they torture him to death? The Promisers will pay for this.
Hay bastantes acá. Ah, no tienen manera de subir acá. Si se hubieran quedado acá.
As the Seekers of Truth have proven resistant to the effects of red lyrium, the Elder One has seen fit to place them in your care. We claim your destiny, and know that the Elder One expects your devotion as repayment. Signed by Lord Samson, Commander of the Red Templars. Does Corypheus not realize the promises want the world to end? What use are they to him?
Corypheus will probably betray them before they get their chance.
But after he gets what he needs out of them. But this doesn't explain how he captured the Seekers in the first place, or what's been done with him. We must keep looking.
The letter said Seekers were resistant to red lyrium.
Our abilities grant us many gifts, but a resistance to red lyrium's corruption? That seems strange. Although it would explain why none have numbered among the Red Templars. And thus Seekers would be useless to Corypheus. He would have no leash to hold us.
You sound worried.
I am. The Seekers are my family.
¿Y ahora cómo agarro eso? Que no me dejaron agarrar lo que había ahí. No sé si es importante para avanzar. Si no, voy a tener que cargar la partida. ¿Por qué se quedan todos quietos?
Daniel! Daniel! Can you hear me?
Cassandra. It is you. You're alive.
As are you. I'm so glad I found you.
No, they put a demon inside me. It's tearing me up.
What? You can't be possessed. That's impossible.
I'm not possessed. They fed me things. I can feel it growing.
Can we do anything?
I don't know. This thing inside him.
The Lord Seeker. You have to find him.
Of course we'll find him. If he lives, we'll...
Lucius betrayed us, Cassandra. He sent us here, one by one. An important mission, he said. Lies. He was here with them all along. He's still working with them.
But we met Lord Seeker Lucius in Val Royeaux. He couldn't have been here.
That wasn't him. It was a demon, masquerading.
What? How could that be?
The Lord Seeker allowed it. He let the demon take command while he...
Came here.
Esto es rarísimo porque lo mismo pasó con la primera encantadora de los magos, la elfa, la que está ahora en nuestro castillo. Que nos habíamos encontrado con ella y después cuando la fuimos a ver fuimos a Risco Rojo, dijo que nunca había estado en la capital orlesiana.
Would he really work with these cultists?
I intend to find out.
Wait. Don't leave me like this, please.
You should have come with me. You didn't believe in the war any more than I did.
You know me. I wanted that promotion.
Go to the Maker's side, Daniel. You will be welcome. He was my apprentice. I have never known a finer young man. Now we find Lord Seeker Lucius. Lord Seeker Lucius.
Cassandra, with a man I can only assume is the new Inquisitor.
You must be very proud of your handiwork.
I presume you know we Seekers of Truth were once the original Inquisition. Oh yes. We fought to restore order in a time of madness long ago, as you do now. And we became proud. We sought to remake the world, to make it better. But what did we create? The Chantry, the Circles of Magi. A war that will see no end.
And aiding Corypheus is supposed to help.
Corypheus is a monster with limited ambition.
And your ambition is so much greater.
We Seekers are abominations, Cassandra. We created a decaying world and fought to preserve it even as it crumbled. We had to be stopped. You don't believe me? See for yourself. The secrets of our order passed to me after the former Lord Seeker was slain. The war with the mages had already begun, but it was not too late for me to do the right thing.
And this was the right thing.
Lord Seeker, what you've done.
I know. What Corypheus did with the Templars does not matter. I have seen the future. I have created a new order to replace the old. The world will end so we can start anew. A pure beginning. Join us, Cassandra. It is the Maker's will.
Tiene el mismo pelo que mi personaje. A ver si tiene algo especial. Ah, bueno.
He was insane. He had to be. The influence of Corypheus, perhaps? Was he trying to disable the Seekers?
All these wasted lives.
He could not have destroyed all of us. I won't accept it. Let us return to Skyhold. I wish to see what's in this book of secrets.
Claro, no sabemos qué era lo que quería en realidad el Lord... Bueno, no me acuerdo el nombre, el buscador ese. Supuestamente culpaba que toda la culpa era de ellos. Y que... O sea, Inquisiciones... Esta es la segunda, justamente, la que formamos nosotros es la segunda Inquisición. Hubo otra hace muchos años. Y dice que ellos fueron los que la hicieron, los buscadores antiguos. Vamos a tener que volver a Feudo y hablar con un Cassandra.
This tome has passed from Lord Seeker to Lord Seeker since the time of the old Inquisition. And now it falls to me.
That's a lot of not very exciting reading, apparently.
On the contrary, it's a delight. I'm riveted.
Oh, you're joking.
I assume you know about the Rite of Tranquility. The last resort used on mages in the Circle, leaving them unable to cast, but depriving them of dreams and all emotion. It should only be used on those who cannot control their abilities, but that has not always been the case.
Does the book say it was used for other things?
No. As a seeker, I looked into abuses. Mages made Tranquil as punishment. What finally began the Mage Rebellion was the discovery the Rite of Tranquility could be reversed. The Lord Seeker at the time covered it up, harshly. There were deaths. It was dangerous knowledge, the shock of its discovery in addition to what happened in Kirkwall. But it appears we've always known how to reverse the rite, from the beginning.
Esta noticia es un bombazo porque, o sea, en todos los anteriores Dragon Age siempre cuando un mago lo sometían a la tranquilidad, no, ya está, no había vuelta. Acá dicen que lo sabían. Provocaste la rebelión.
Why keep that knowledge a secret?
We created the Rite of Tranquility. I told you of my vigil, the months I spent emptying myself of all emotion. I was made tranquil and didn't even know. Then the vigil summoned the spirit of faith to touch my mind. That broke tranquility, and gave me my abilities. The Seekers did not share that secret. Not with me, not with the Chantry, not even with... There's more. Lucius was not wrong about the Order. I thought to rebuild the Seekers once victory was ours. Now I'm not certain it deserves to be rebuilt.
You said there was more in the book.
At some point, power becomes its own master. We cast aside ideals in favor of expedience, and tell ourselves it was all necessary for the people. Will that happen to us, Inquisitor? Will we repeat history?
I can't foresee the future, Cassandra.
But we know the past. Those who do not heed history are doomed to repeat it.
I don't think I've ever seen you so shaken.
I do not think the Seekers have been doing the Maker's work. Not truly. Perhaps we believed it once. The original Inquisition came to be during a terrible time. But now, we harbored secrets and let them fester. We acted to survive, but not to serve. That is not the Maker's work.
If you did rebuild the Seekers, how would you do it?
I can't be the only one remaining. We will always spread to the winds, and some may still be out there. I would find them one by one. We would all read this book, no more secrets. Then together we would establish a new charter. The Maker's work in truth.
No sé si le pregunto esto se me anula acá.
If anyone can rebuild them into something worthwhile, you can.
But are they worth rebuilding?
You could make them worth it.
I will think on your words. Thank you. I could not have done this on my own.
Claro, entonces uno de los procesos de los buscadores, ellos mismos se convierten en tranquilos, pero no se dan cuenta. Y después salen de ese estado.
I was hoping we could speak privately.
Are we not?
Right. Of course we are. The flirting. With me. I've noticed it. Unless it is my imagination, which is entirely possible.
No, it's not your imagination.
You cannot court me if that's your intention. It's impossible.
Why is it impossible exactly?
That should be obvious.
Well, it isn't obvious to me.
You intend to properly court me? You of all people.
Is that what you want?
No. I take it back. That is what I want. I want a man who sweeps me off my feet, who gives me flowers and reads me poetry by candlelight. I want the ideal. You are the Inquisitor and the Herald of Andraste. You cannot be that man.
Cassandra que se hace la dura siempre, mirá todas las cosas que tenían adentro.
I didn't expect you to feel this way.
I know what you see. I am a warrior, I am blunt and difficult and self-righteous. But my heart lies beneath all that. It yearns for these things I cannot have. If you cannot see that, then desist. What enamors you is but the surface.
Es por eso que estás sola.
I can be that man, Cassandra.
The world hinges on our actions. We face death at every turn, Inquisitor.
That doesn't change how I feel.
It changes everything.
Mira. Mira todas las cosas que hay que hacer, ¿no? Tengo que ir ahí, bueno, hay dos acá. No, voy solo, así total. Ah, acá, ¿ves? Busca velas. Esta. Cuesta 0.
I told you I was right not to send supplies to Haven. So what happened there? Oh, yes.
By the Maker, it's the Inquisitor himself. Would you care for a bouquet of flowers, your worship? The roses have been exceptional this season.
You sell flowers, I take it.
Oh, I don't sell them so much as I grow them. All for the halls of the Winter Palace. Empress Celine does so love the pink daisies. They're quite difficult to cultivate. But I don't think they'd begrudge a few flowers for the Herald of Andraste. It can be our little secret.
I was looking for some flowers, in fact.
Indeed. For what occasion, if I may ask?
For a lady friend.
Oh, no simple wildflowers for you then. I have just the thing. I'll send them to Skyhold, in fact. Rare beauties your lady will adore.
Gratis, todo gratis. Ahora habla en risco rojo. Acá. Ah, ya sé quién es. El de los libros, es el enano.
A desire demon took the mind of our young Lord Connor. The Grey Warden Alistair grew up at Redcliffe. He used to play in the fields outside this very village. And now the boy, who once begged me to make him toy soldiers, rules all of Ferelden.
Alistair, que está en el castillo. En ese castillo de fondo fue una de las misiones importantes, la que fuimos al futuro. Es este, el enano seguro que. Ah, pero no puedo hablar. Ah, sí.
Back again, eh? Wish I could sell you some books. Wish I could sell anyone some books. Sod it all. So what happened exactly? Surfacers happened. It took all my coin for bribes just to find out the damn Templars ambushed my wagon before it got here. Thought I was bringing supplies to the roads. So it's out there, but who knows where. Any books of poetry in your wagon? Sure. Mages love that stuff. Fat lot of good it does me now.
Encima hay que encontrar la...
Everything on the surface smells.
Bueno, podría venir acá, está más cerca acá, ¿no? No sé si... Ahora voy a tener que ir con un equipo. A ver, voy a poner a... Pongo a Vivienne y a Barrick solo, porque... No sé si voy a tener que pelear por eso. Bueno, la quiero llevar a Cassandra por eso, se va a dar cuenta. Pongo a Vivienne y a Barrick solo.
Visitor.
Oh, el oso. Encima viene el oso, mira, con todo. Encima el oso nos ataca a nosotros, boludo. Acá está. Bueno, listo.
Planning troop movements now?
I'm trying to imagine what it will look like when we're done. All of this once belonged to the Tevinter Imperium. Andraste changed that, as did the Blights. As for what will come next, I cannot guess the Maker's plan.
You don't have any ideas of your own?
I know I want a world where people trust the Chantry and that trust is respected. I want to respect tradition, but not fear change. I want to right past wrongs, but not avenge them. And I have no idea if my wanting these things makes any of them right.
You don't think those things are a bit idealistic?
Once I might have. Today, I live in a time when anything seems possible.
Anything doesn't mean everything, or even something good.
That will not stop me from trying. Tell me, what guides you? You make decisions that shake the world, yet always seem so assured. I wish I had your confidence.
You almost sound like you admire me.
I absolutely do. I may not always agree with your decisions, but how many could do what you have done? You were a prisoner, accused and reviled, yet you've emerged from every trial victorious. The Maker's grace does not make you immortal. You live or die by your own hand. That is worthy of admiration.
I'm guided by what my conscience tells me.
Your conscience must speak more clearly than mine.
I doubt it, but I do my best.
When we first met, if someone told me I would be pleased to have you lead me, I would have throttled them. But I am. The Maker chose well.
Sí, aparte si comparas el principio cómo comienza el juego y ahora es completamente diferente. Ella digamos, primero yo te tachaba como culpable. Bueno, obviamente que fue un suceso medio raro. O sea, una explosión, aparece un tío ahí solo que no sabe nada.
I don't believe I was chosen, remember?
Oh, I'm well aware. We still have a long road to travel, Inquisitor. Wherever it takes us, I'm glad you're here.
Ah, encima pensé que era la misión esa y no es la misión. Ahora.
I cannot stop thinking of our earlier discussion. You don't actually intend to go through with courting me, do you?
Is it so unbelievable that I want to?
I suppose not. You just have so much else to occupy your energies.
You let me worry about my energies.
It wasn't a challenge, my lord. You needn't do it simply because I suggested you could not.
Me gusta las...
I happen to like a challenge.
You enjoy making things complicated, don't you?
Es dura, Cassandra.
I'd like to speak with you. In private.
Oh? How private?
There's a grove just outside of Skyhold. Meet me there.
If you're certain...
I am. Trust me. On aching branch do blossoms grow, the wind a hallowed breath. It carries the scent of honeysuckle, sweet as the lover's kiss. It brings the promise of more tomorrows, of sighs and whispered bliss.
You can't be serious.
Lo digo muy bien.
I can, and I am.
And that is the poem you chose?
Oh, so the list is more detailed than I thought.
Carmenum the Amatus. I thought this one was banned. His lips on mine speak words not voiced, a prayer, which travels down my spine like flames that shatter night. His eyes reflect the heaven stars, the Maker's light. My body opens, filled and blessed, my spirit there.
Not merely housed in flesh, but brought to life. Shall we read another?
They will say one of two things about me. That I stood at the Inquisitor's side, his protector and his lover. That it was meant to be. Or they will say I was led from the path of faith by the wiles of a madman.
I don't care what they say. What do you believe?
I believe you are a man who does not share my faith. I believe you are the herald of Andraste, even if you do not. Beyond that, I believe only that you are capable of anything. And it frightens me. I have never known anything like it. I've been with only one other man in my life. A mage, with whom I adventured when I was still very young. He died at the Conclave. I will not let Corypheus win. I will not let him take you from me.
O sea, es dura, sigue siendo dura con eso que no soy creyente.
The sight of you warms the heart.
Ah, cuando elijan esta opción pasas tiempo con la pareja.
I want to talk to you about the cure for tranquility.
It's not a cure. Not truly. Mages who were once tranquil lose all control over their emotions. They become irrational, unable to focus. Perhaps that state eventually passes and they can be helped, but it will take time to investigate.
There are so many tranquil. They deserve a chance to heal.
I would not want news of a cure to spread until we know for certain we can help these people. Once we have that, however, then I will spread the word myself.
Do you have any advice for me?
Nothing I can think of. No.
That's enough for now.
We shall speak again soon.
Bueno, ahora yo creo que estoy para iniciar la principal. Pues ya estamos en nivel 16 y te pide nivel 15. Que digamos que esta misión que voy a hacer... Ah, tengo que ver una cosa también. Ah, sí, hay que también voy a vender todo. Desgarro. Ah, no tiene de curar Blackboard. Y viene solas. ¿Y Dorian qué tiene? Le voy a dar a Blackboard uno. Pues tiene 2 de atravesar armado. Ah, no, bueno. Bonus a guardia. Le voy a poner uno. Claro, ¿cuál no necesita? Y viene solas. Barrick. Tampoco necesita. Tengo que vender las cosas y yo estaría para la misión principal. Que esta misión es un poco diferente a las demás porque es... O sea, la cosa es que Norlais Corypheus no es tonto, o sea, lo que quiere es... Porque está creando como una grieta para que se peleen. Pues en Orlai hay una reina que es Selene, creo que se llama. Y después tiene su primo y... Ah, ¿y esto? Ah, me sacó la armadura. Menos mal que no la vendí. La misión me sacó la armadura. Si la vendía, perdía. No, este lo guardo. Bueno, lo que quiere Corypheus es crear inestabilidad en Orlais, que es el imperio más grande de, creo que del sur de Tedas. Al crear inestabilidad, obviamente va a estar más vulnerable y va a poder conquistar más fácil. Puede ser la zona de Felderer, va a ser la única que va a responder. Ese lo guardo. Listo. Yo tengo barrera, curar. Ah, tengo este también. Y viene defensa mágica. Y Barrick tiene... Entonces es una misión más... más diplomática, no va a ser una misión... No es una misión 100% lucha como las anteriores. Yo creo que ya estoy, porque ya hablé con todos. Me falta esa. Bueno, están todos ocupados haciendo misiones, así que ya podrán empezar. Ah, claro, ahí está, la quieren matar a la emperatriz. Selene se llama. Porque van a quedar dos que van a querer reemplazarla, que uno es el primo, me parece. Selene conserva... Ahí está, con su primo está el duque Gaspar. Todo, ¿no? Podemos conseguir una invitación. Claro, van a hacer un baile y es ideal para que Corypheus mete una asesina ahí y arme quilombo. O sea, mientras nosotros mantengamos online, que es, o sea, es el imperio más grande de acá. Mucho más grande que Felder él. Bueno, voy a arrancar.
We have to reach the Empress before Corypheus. The only question is, how?
We know how. I have our way in. The real question is, where is our enemy hiding? At the urging of Grand Duchess Florian, the Empress is holding a ball. Absolutely everyone will be there. During the festivities, Celine will be meeting for peace talks with usurper Duke Gaspard and Ambassador Briala.
The assassin must be hiding within one of these factions.
What do we know about Duke Gaspard?
The man who would have been Emperor. He's Celine's cousin, and was first in line to inherit the throne when Emperor Florian died. Celine outmaneuvered him. She won over the Council of Heralds, who hold authority over title disputes. She became Empress, and he a general in the Imperial Army. He's well loved by the troops. He's also a Chevalier. Most of their number sided with him when he turned on the Empress.
Aren't the Chevaliers part of the army? Why would they follow the Duke?
Most Chevaliers are sworn to serve the crown, but that does not give them faith in the person wearing it. The Empress has tried to improve relations with Ferelden and Navarra. The Chevaliers see her as anti-military. They believe Gaspard could lead the Empire back to the glory of Draken's expansion years.
Who is this Ambassador Briala?
An ambassador in name only. She has organized the elves of Halam Sharal into an underground army. The Empress invited her to the peace talks in a bid to gain the elves' alliance in the war. That would be scandal enough, without the rumor that Briala is a jilted lover of Celine's. A personal grudge and a network of saboteurs at her command. Promising lead.
Wait, the elven leader is a jilted lover of the Empress.
It's not widely known. Just a rumor whispered among the palace servants a few years ago. If it's true and were to get out, the Empress and an elf. The scandal could destroy Celine's court. Even if a lie, Briala could use it to blackmail the Empress. She has some connection to the throne.
Tell me everything we know about the Empress.
Empress Celine is a renowned diplomat and reformer. She works tirelessly to secure peace for the Empire. Unfortunately, many Orlesians view peace as complacency. She has yet to name an heir, leaving the future of the Empire in doubt if anything happens to her. Especially when the next in line is her cousin Gaspard, who's made few friends on the Council of Heralds.
Celine is surrounded at all times by countless guards, courtiers, servants, and vassals. What better place for an assassin to hide than the Empress's own household?
How can Gaspard still be next in line while he wages war against his Empress?
The title Grand Duke indicates that he was a prince before the Empress took the throne.
Do we need to go to the peace talks? The Empress must have personal guards. We could just warn her she's in danger.
We've made the attempt, but...
It seems that our messages never reached her. Someone intercepted them.
It's better that we don't leave this to chance. If Orlais falls to Corypheus, no land is safe.
Si llega a caer Orlais.
We shouldn't waste any time. Let's go to the Winter Palace.
Bueno, voy a ir con... Ah, mira, cambió la imagen. Voy a ir con los de siempre.
The political situation in Halam Shiral hangs by a thread. The Empress fears our presence could sever it. The Grand Duke is only too happy to have us at the ball as his guests, so our invitation comes from him. Whether we act as his allies, or upset the balance of power, he gains an opportunity, if not a clear advantage.
Inquisitor Trevelyan, it is an honor to meet you at last. The rumors coming out of the Western Approach say you battled an army of demons. Imagine what the Inquisition could accomplish with the full support of the rightful Emperor of Orlais.
Which one was the rightful one again? I keep getting them confused.
If we keep watch, he may appear. Probably by the brandy. I am not a man who forgets his friends, Inquisitor. You help me, I'll help you. Prepared to shock the Assembly by appearing as the guest of a hateful usurper, my lord? They will be telling stories of this into the next age.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Duke Gaspard. I look forward to ending this civil war.
As do I, my friend. The Empire needs stability and security, now more than ever. If you have the safety of the Orlesian people at heart, Inquisitor, perhaps you will look into something for me. This elven woman, Briara, I suspect that she intends to disrupt the negotiations. My people have found these ambassadors all over the fortifications. Sabotage seems the least of their crimes.
That sounds like something I should look into.
Be as discreet as possible. I detest the game, but if we do not play it well, our enemies will make us look like villains. We're keeping the court waiting, Inquisitor. Shall we?
Is that
the Inquisitor.
The mage? No, there must be some mistake.
From the Circle of Ostwick, so they say.
Esto parece como es masónica la ropa esta, la banda. Esta es una misión más de diplomática, sí.
Pardon me, my lord. You haven't seen a ring lying around, have you? It was a gift from the Countess Montbéliard, enchanted by the Fomari. I cannot go into the ball without it.
Is this ring particularly valuable?
Its worth in coin is not as important as its social value. It was a gift from a member of the Council of Heralds. If she finds out I lost it, she will never forgive me. Not even if I live to be 1,000 years old.
That's a terrible predicament.
If the Countess finds out, make her have mercy. Should you happen upon it, I beg you, let me know. Maker, what am I going to do if I cannot find my ring?
Quedársela.
Is this the ring you were looking for?
You are a treasure. I cannot believe you found it. You have saved me a lifetime of mortification. How can I thank you enough?
Esta misión lo que tiene es aprobación de la corte. Yo arranqué en 30 porque me parece porque en personajes magos. Si hubiera sido guerrero te arranca en 40. También depende de lo que te elegís. Y si es enano, no sé también. Bueno, la onda es tener la barra al terminar la misión lo más alta posible. Si la terminas en 100 hay un logro, pero yo una vez lo hice y nunca no me lo dieron el logro. O sea, ahora no me voy a esmerar tanto en tenerla al 100, o sea, voy a tratar de subirla todo lo que pueda. Pero no me voy a volver loco para...
Where has that servant gone? Elves, always shirking their duties.
Ah, este necesito unos artefactos. Acá. Por lo tanto, en esta misión está prohibido saltar todo eso, o sea, correr está bien, no te... Pero ahora cuando entre adentro tengo que ir a lo sumo correr, o sea, nada de ir saltando, tirarme acá, porque eso te saca aprobación. Pasa que estoy mirando acá porque hay unas... Ah, mira, hay acá. Voy a guardar por las dudas.
Do you mind? We don't wish to be disturbed.
Ah, voy a tener que espiarlos, porque esto... Acá.
Any word from the front lines?
My spies said the bodies were beyond counting.
Surely the Empress will put an end to the war tonight.
Pray, my friend. If the Maker does not hear us now, just pray.
No da experiencia también. Voy a ir a revisar el otro. Y si no tiene nada, bueno, ya creo que puedo abrir las dos puertas.
Lady Nightingale makes me nervous.
A ver si ha caído otro. No.
Is it true that the Inquisitor was indeed out of the fable I untrusted?
Tenemos una llave para el otro lado también.
It's been too long since I've had any word from Badoyo.
Sí, en esta misión hay muchos coleccionables y todo eso. Bueno, ahora ya podemos entrar.
Inquisitor, a moment, if you please. I must warn you before you go inside. How you speak to the court is a matter of life and death. It is no simple matter of etiquette and protocol. Every word, every gesture is measured and evaluated for weakness.
I'll keep my guard up, don't worry.
The game is like Wicked Grace played to the death. You must never reveal your cards. When you meet the Empress, the eyes of the entire court will be upon you. You are safer in the Fade with the Fear Demon.
Might be a good idea for the others to hear this warning. Cassandra is usually not the subtle or cautious type.
I'll have a few discreet words. Everything will be fine. Andraste watch over us all.
No confía en nadie, Josephine. Bueno, acá también deben haber cosas, así que... Camino así porque a ver si hay un... para escucharlo, ¿viste? A un lugar. Acá me parece, ¿eh?
Gaspar never struck me as pious. You must think he gains military advantage with the Inquisition.
The guest wing is not open to the public at this time, Inquisitor.
Ah, acá.
Just gossip.
Claro, a veces no funciona, hay que probar en acá.
Waste of time.
I can hardly believe Gaspard and Celine are in the same room.
Grand Duchess Florian must have worked a miracle to get them here.
Está Cassandra. ¿Y este noble?
How could the Empress afford to renovate the palace without war going on?
I heard that it wasn't renovations at all. The palace was damaged by Gaspard's catapults.
He fired on the Winter Palace? That's monstrous. I heard Celine was having the entire wing redecorated, but the timing is atrocious.
Why would she do such a thing now?
I heard the Grand Duke invited the Inquisition.
No, era acá arriba.
Well, that's useful.
No, mira, ahora sí.
Waste of time.
Nada, acá falló.
Can Gaspard take the throne without the backing of the Council of Heralds?
Ah, está Cullen también.
Shit. I just saw two dwarves from the Merchants Guild go inside. If anyone asks, I'm not here. Shit. I just saw two dwarves from the Merchants Guild go inside. If anyone asks, I'm not here.
It will take some time to get our men into the palace. I'll alert you when we're ready.
The sooner we go in, the sooner we can get this over with.
I wish there was more
No, no puedo hablar con ninguno. Es como... Ahora voy a probar de vuelta la de acá que... A ver.
Well, that's useful.
Ahí está.
And now presenting Grand Duke Gaspard de Chalon, and accompanying him, Lord Inquisitor Trevelyan of the Ostwick Circle of Magi. Vanquisher of the rebel mages of Ferelden, crusher of the vile apostates of the Mage Underground.
Remember to smile. This is all for show, my dear.
Ah, tengo que ir también.
Champion of the Blessed Andraste herself.
Did you see their faces? Priceless.
Accompanying the Inquisitor, Seeker, Cassandra, Allegra, Portia, Calogera, Philomena.
Get on with it.
Antagast, 14th cousin to the King of Navarra, 9 times removed. Hero of Orlais.
Cousin, my dear sister.
Grand Duke, we are always honored when your presence graces our court.
Don't waste my time with pleasantries, Celine. We have business to conclude.
We will meet for the negotiations after we have seen to our other guests.
Inquisitor.
Lord Inquisitor, we welcome you to the Winter Palace. Allow us to present our cousin, the Grand Duchess of Leeds, without whom this gathering would never have been possible.
What an unexpected pleasure. I was not aware the Inquisition would be part of our festivities. We will certainly speak later, Inquisitor.
Your arrival at court is like a cool wind on a summer's day.
Aquí hay un asesino.
I'm delighted to be here, Your Majesty.
We have heard much of your exploits, Inquisitor. They have made grand tales for long evenings. How do you find Haram Shiral?
Pone el finado.
I've never seen anything to equal the Winter Palace.
We hope you will find time to take in some of its beauty. Feel free to enjoy the pleasures of the ballroom, Inquisitor. We look forward to watching you dance.
Inquisitor, a word when you have a moment.
Ya Leliana ya se está...
Tell me, Yvette, how are my line?
Leliana ya...
The Inquisition fill its ranks with apostates.
You just know that will end badly.
Leliana ya debe estar sacando información de... A ver, voy a dar la vuelta por acá.
What were they doing in a western approach? It's a wasteland.
A ver acá.
They're still waiting for their refreshments.
Josephine! Oh, Josephine! Is this him?
Inquisitor, please allow me to present to you my younger sister, Yvette Gabriella Montillier.
Delighted to meet you, Lady Montillier.
Inquisitor, I've heard so much about you, but not as much as I want. Josephine writes, but she never tells me anything. Is it true? Rebel mages in Redcliffe were performing blood rites and orgies before you stopped them.
Where did you hear such nonsense?
Everyone in Antiva says so. Is it true?
Claro, ¿por qué no?
Your story's a little more than wistful thinking, my lady.
Oh, how dull Redcliffe must have been then.
Which power should the Inquisition throw its weight behind?
Celine has held the throne successfully for years. I see no profit in ousting her. Gaspard has run military campaigns, but never a kingdom. His transition would be, let us say, chaotic.
Claro, Josephine está a favor de Selene. Leliana está a favor de la consejera, creo que Briala. Y Cullen quiere que apoye a Gaspar. O sea, cada uno. Aquí no.
Which power should the Inquisition throw its weight behind?
Celine has held the throne successfully for years. I see no
Ah, yo le pregunté.
Gaspard has run military campaigns, but never a kingdom. His transition would be, let us say, chaotic.
Enjoying the ball?
I see many of. The dancing is so dull, Your Worship. But the Empress's gallery is magnificent.
Yvette.
Sorry, Josie.
Go on, Josephine.
Half Arroyo must be empty. So many of the Empire's finest are in attendance. They've noticed the Empress paying you special attention, but they don't quite know how to take advantage of it yet. This uncertainty won't last long, I'm afraid.
This may be my only chance to hear about when Josephine was a girl.
Oh, yes. As she told you about when she was 10 and...
Yvette.
Fine. What about when we were climbing the cliffs by the...
No.
She once told the Duke of...
Absolutely not.
She still plays with her doll collection when no one's looking.
Yvette, that's absurd. Absolutely preposterous.
No quiere que cuente nada, Josephine.
Tell me about yourself, Lady Yvette. This is the first time I've encountered any of Josephine's family.
She would forget to mention the artists. I've been studying painting under Antiva's royal tutors. You should be proud, Josie. I'm going to be exhibiting my work next season in the city's biggest salon.
Have you actually sat down and finished the painting yet?
I must wait for my inspiration.
And I must wait for your tutor's bits.
I'll see you later.
Another time.
Have you heard from your nephew?
Not since his regiment joined the fighting.
I had hoped to tour the Royal Wing Gardens.
I have heard they are the finest in the Empire. Such a pity to be
No sé si acá había chimentos, así que por eso me voy a fijar.
And here we are. You haven't embarrassed yourself as much as I feared. Well done, my dear.
I've always wondered, what's the Orlesian fascination with masks?
We all wear masks, my dear, not just the people in Orlais. Who you are as a son, a lover, a friend, is not the same man who speaks for Andraste and leads the Inquisition. Orlesians codify this truth, make it visible. By giving each of these selves its own separate face, they believe they can be their truest selves unmasked.
Las máscaras lo usan los Illuminati. Cuando hacen esas reuniones secretas. De ahí siempre viene que las élites usan máscara.
Anything happening I should know?
Keep an eye out for Celine's pet apostate. I've no doubt she's involved in this.
Ah, seguramente se refiere a Briala.
It seems like you enjoy this, Vivienne.
This is the game, Inquisitor. Of course I enjoy it. If I didn't, I'd be dead by now.
Any words of wisdom for navigating the ballroom?
Speak to the Council of Heralds. 6 of them are here tonight. The 7th member of the Council is indisposed. His absence will complicate the negotiations. The Council are the highest-ranking players of the game. They see everything. They might know something we can use.
Tell me, Vivienne, where do you want the crown to fall?
What I want is irrelevant, darling. Orlais requires stability, and that is best served by Empress Celine.
Be ready to act when I give the signal.
Always, my dear.
I still Perhaps we can speak later, Inquisitor.
Can I get you a drink, Commander Cullen?
No, thank you. Inquisitor, did you need something? The sooner we track down this infiltrator, the better.
You have any advice?
Orlesian social events don't fall within my area of expertise. There are a few here we can trust. Be careful.
Who do you think the Inquisition should support?
Gaspard's claim to the throne is fair. Orlais needs someone capable of responding to the crisis at hand. A military-minded leader seems the best option.
You've attracted a following. Who are all these people?
I don't know. They won't leave me alone.
No me van a...
I take it you're not enjoying yourself.
At this point, the headache I'm developing is preferable to the company.
Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary?
I'll let you know at once if I do.
We'll talk later.
I await your signal. Did you just grab my
Baker, I hope not. I couldn't help myself.
¿Y dónde está Leliana?
Since I've had any word from Valois.
Josefina y Julian. No está Leliana. Ah, acá están los tres. Yo me voy a también me voy a ir por Selene, que mantenga el reinado. Bueno. Ah, encima me dice. Ah, pero Liliana está. ¿Dónde está Liliana? Está del otro lado. Bueno, salgo. Para que haga un guardado. Parece que esta misión voy a guardar varias veces porque... por si hago alguna macana.
Good. I was hoping I would catch you. What did the Duke say?
He points the finger at Ambassador Briala.
The ambassador is up to something, but she can't be our focus. The best place to strike at Celine is from her side. Empress Celine is fascinated by mysticism, foreseeing the future, speaking with the dead, that sort of rubbish. She has an occult advisor, an apostate who charmed the Empress and key members of the court as if by magic. I've had dealings with her in the past. She is ruthless and capable of anything.
How can Celine openly keep an apostate in the Imperial Court?
The Imperial Court has always had an official position for a mage. Before now, it was little better than court jester. Vivian was the first to turn that appointment into a source of real political power. When the circles rebelled, technically every mage became an apostate. The word lost much of its strength.
That sounds exactly like the person we're looking for.
She's worth investigating. Can't be sure of anything here. Both leads point toward the guest wing. It's a promising place to start. I'll coordinate with our spies to see if I can find anything better. I will be in the ballroom if you need me.
Ah, claro, ahora se va. Ah, se me habilitó acá ahora. Voy a ver si acá hay algún rumor o algo.
How has the lyrium trade dropped off so sharp?
So much fighting to mansion
Desaparece. Ah, Cassandra.
This ball is a waste of time, like all Orlesian foolishness. Let's find the Venatori collaborator and get out of here.
¿Quieres bailar?
Have you witnessed anything noteworthy?
Nothing yet. I will let you know.
You don't seem to care much for the ball.
Orlesians pretend their petty squabbles are a game. Yes, let us treat murder, corruption, and deceit as delightful amusements. How wonderful. We are here to save Empress Celine, and it galls me. Why does she merit our protection? The Empire would be better off without her. Gaspard is the leader Orlais needs in this crisis.
You support the civil war?
Of course not. Chaos is what Corypheus wants, and we must oppose him. Were it up to me, however, I would let Celine fall and Gaspard take the throne. He would see the true threat, not spend his time throwing balls and writing letters.
I don't suppose you'd like to dance, Lady Cassandra.
Now? This is hardly the time. We're here to find a killer, not dance.
Stay alert. We don't know where the enemy is hiding.
I'll be watching for trouble. The sooner we leave this place, the better.
Cassandra también apoya a Gaspar, pero yo no. Aparte era el heredero legítimo y se lo sacó la hermana porque era más astuta en el tema de la política. No, parece que no hay ningún secreto, o sea, voy a probar acá a ver qué pasa. A ver si acá hay secretos. Ah, tengo que interrogar a estos.
We are not serving drinks. Bother someone else.
Acá.
The package is in the guest wing. Upper room.
The one of the garden. Statuette.
There must be something here.
Las monedas esas.
We are not serving drinks. Bother someone else.
Interesting.
Ah, pero no me deja.
We have confirmation.
Interesting.
No me deja. Ah.
Well, that's useful.
Gaspar is wasting his time. Nothing he does could win over the Council of Heralds now.
Ah, acá está. Voy a guardar.
Consider that before threatening. Good to know.
Well, well, the Inquisitor. Here as a guest of my nephew, no less. I'm curious.
I didn't know the Grand Duke was your nephew.
He's my brother's eldest boy. Always a difficult child, Gaspar. Never listened, never did what he was told. He was raised a prince. All his life we told him he would be emperor. It was his destiny, his duty. What else should he do with his life, if not fight for his destiny?
Have you noticed anything strange this evening?
My niece Florian hasn't spoken to me all evening. That's not like her.
What can you tell me about the Civil War?
If you are hoping for insight, you've come to the wrong man. It's war. It is brutal, and terrible, and sometimes necessary. There's nothing more to say.
Another time, my lord.
Yes?
Another...
Me dieron 5 de aprobación. Ahí ya está el patio. Y acá hay sangre, mira.
You don't want to be here, stranger.
He hasn't made the pickup. It's been hours.
You went into the servants' wing. Nobody's come out of there all night.
I'll tell Brianna we have a situation.
Ah, mira, y este es uno que... que va para allá. Vasallo.
Philippe should have returned hours ago, dallying with some serving girl while I deal with Gaspar's vitriol.
Awfully selfish of this Philippe, running off to play and leaving you with all the work.
I've half a mind to inform the Dowager. That would teach him to shirk his duties to roll some elven maid. Tonight of all nights, leaving me to convey Gaspar's death threats to the council. Wonderful timing, Philippe. Thank you for listening to me, right? You are too kind, Inquisitor.
Me dio 15 puntos por decirle eso. Para antes de salir a... y se registra las habitaciones de la parte alta. Yo creo que debe ser ahí, pero voy a seguir por acá un cacho a ver a dónde termina esto y...
Interesting.
Pero me dijo interesante, ¿de dónde? No me marca. ¿Que hay una moneda acá?
Did you hear what Gaspar said to
That Weinstein is never coming out.
Germain bore his nephew's
Ah,
spite
toma.
better than the rest of the council.
I heard the Inquisition
Is she roaming about?
Y acá.
This way is closed. Please, use the main entrance of the borough.
Ah, acá.
Well, well. What's this?
I am not talking to you until we get home.
Me falta investigar afuera encima. Pasa que acá dijo esto es interesante, pero no...
Get these pastries out to the diplomats.
The Duchess has asked too many. I can't carry them all.
Voy a ver acá, a ver.
My Lord Inquisitor!
May we have a word? It is very important.
The Empress has sent us with a message for you.
How can I be certain this message is from the Empress?
We three wear the masks of House Valmont.
They signify that we are public faces of the Empress.
They are also extremely fashionable.
I'm always honored to hear from Her Majesty.
Oh, she is the honored one, Inquisitor.
Empress Celine is eager to assist the Herald of Andraste in his holy endeavor.
She will pledge her full support to the Inquisition as soon as the usurper Gaspard is defeated.
It's a generous offer.
The Empress believes wholeheartedly that the Inquisition is our best hope for peace in these difficult times.
She looks forward to cementing a formal alliance.
As soon as Gaspard is out of the way.
But we have taken enough of your time.
Please, enjoy the masquerade, Inquisitor.
La misma chica. Para, voy a guardar acá.
This is a private conversation.
Ah.
Interesting. You must be mistaken.
No, I'm quite certain it was blood on the tiles.
If they're playing the game, they're not doing it very well. You don't leave evidence if you play to win.
With Gaspard and that elf woman here, the only one playing to win is Celine.
You only say that because you fancy the Empress's pet apostate. It sickens me to think of the chaos those Maleficarum are causing across the Empire.
Even you cannot deny that the Templars abandoned the faithful in their darkest hour. How can you condone that? They are the ones who should be brought to heel, if you ask me.
Saqué dos. Ah, acá se necesitan las sayas. Saqué dos secretos de una. Y aparte acá podría haber monedas también de...
Good to know.
Por las dudas no voy a saltar ninguna baranda, nada, por capaz que me baja aprobación. Ah, y acá tira las monedas. Y me da aprobación. Ah, ahora me acuerdo. Necesito... No sé cuánta... Ah, acá necesitan 3. Son los lugares vacíos. Ah, claro, ahora voy a guardar. Igual re que no me ve la gente que hago esto. Ahora sí me voy a tener que apurar, ¿eh? Claro, cuando me voy del lugar de la fiesta pueden aportar recompensas, pero ten cuidado de no pasar demasiado tiempo. Ahora es como que tengo un tiempo y me va bajando la aprobación. Ve, ya me bajó un punto. ¿Qué tengo? Una haya sola. Ah, este necesita uno. Ah, no había muchas cosas acá. Me bajó bastante, Ah, eso quiere decir que tengo que volver al baile. Tengo que encender ahí para que se me abra un compartimiento. A ver. Claro, la segunda campanada siempre te sube la aprobación. Es como... Bueno, voy a tener que salir de acá. A ver. No. Me fijo si hay algo acá. Más secretos. Ah, ese no lo puedo abrir. Si fuera pícaro, sí. mira.
Now I'm just plain late.
Voy a tener que volver.
Well, well. What have we here? The leader of the new Inquisition, fabled herald of the faith. Delivered from the grasp of the Fade by the hand of blessed Andraste herself. What could bring such an exalted creature here to the Imperial Court, I wonder? Do even you know?
Bueno, esto es algo especial en el juego porque es Morrigan, o sea, personaje importantísimo en el Dragon Age 1.
I'm here on important business concerning the entire Empire.
As am I, it seems. I am Morrigan. Some call me advisor to Empress Celine on matters of the arcane. You have been very busy this evening, hunting in every dark corner of the palace. Perhaps you and I hunt the same prey.
I don't know. Do we?
You are being coy.
I'm being careful.
Not unwise, here of all places. Allow me to speak first, then. Recently I found and killed an unwelcome guest within these very halls. An agent of Tevinter. So I offer you this, Inquisitor. A key found on the Tevinter's body. Where it leads, I cannot say. Yet, if Celine is in danger, I cannot leave her side long enough to search. You can.
You left Celine alone. Is that wise?
I must return to her anon, but she is safe enough. For the moment. 'Twould be a great fool who strikes at her in public in front of all her court and the Imperial Guard.
Why did you kill the agent? He might have had useful information.
I would not have slain the man on sight had he not attacked me first. Why? Undoubtedly I caught him in an illicit act. I did not know from whence he came until after the battle, and regret only that I could not capture him alive. What intentions the Imperium has here, I suspect you know far better than I.
Briala's people are whispering about disappearances in the servants' quarters. This key may lead there.
The ambassador does have eyes and ears everywhere, does she not? Proceed with caution, Inquisitor. Enemies abound, and not all of them aligned with Tevinter. What comes next will be most exciting.
Me bajó bastante la aprobación.
Lord Severin Ducey, that...
I don't think the talks are going well.
The Empress will get us through this. Don't you worry.
Eveline of Monsimar.
A ver si tienen algo.
Don't worry so much, my dear. I'll be ready when the time comes to strike.
ready to act.
Another time, perhaps?
Mistress Nightingale.
Inquisitor. Look at Lady Cambion's slippers, trimmed with pearls and emeralds, and those buckles. Toss her into the lake and she'll sink right to the bottom. What a disaster.
There's a Tevinter assassin on the loose, and you're concerned about buckles on shoes.
Everyone needs a hobby. Besides, you can learn a great deal about a person from their clothing. Gold and jewels on a dancing slipper. A slipper is easily lost and finds itself in the dust and dirt. She is unconcerned with the possibility of losing the shoe or soiling it. A vulgar display of wealth. But Lady Cambion's family has recently lost most of its holdings. They have their title, but little else. So, how did Cambion acquire such a grand shoe? What has she done?
Re chumosa.
Who has she bedded? These are all useful questions, no?
You're different here than in Skyhold. More approachable, perhaps?
This is Halam Shiral, Inquisitor. This is the Imperial Court. This is the beating heart of the Great Game. Of course, everyone is wearing a mask. I learned this very young. I was still a girl when I attended my first ball. All this, the smiles, the small talk, it is a dance. And like any dance, it can be learned. For some of us, it has become so familiar that the steps may be performed in our sleep.
Who do you think the Inquisition should support?
What we need most of all is a stable Orlais. Either Celine or Gaspard can give us that.
Ah, ella está entonces de la de ambos.
I found this out. I'm not sure of its value.
Very interesting. It may not help our investigation, but we can put it to use. A little more dirt like this, and we might have some leverage in the court. If you find more, let me know.
Have you seen anything interesting?
Oh yes. Halam Shiral is lousy with scandals and scheming. But no sign of our Tevinter infiltrator, I'm afraid.
I should go. Be on your guard.
I always am.
Oh, me subí la aprobación un montón.
I would love to hear about your time in Capra. Please, Inquisitor, was there something you needed?
We'll talk.
Why would the Empress invite that elf woman?
The game, of course. Celine has something of her.
Ah, tengo que hablar con... a las damas.
Inquisitor, to what do we owe this honor?
We are always delighted to speak with you, of course. Her Imperial Majesty is unfortunately occupied at present.
If the evening ends favorably for the Empress, how does the Inquisition benefit?
Her Imperial Majesty brings the might of the Orlesian Empire with her friendship.
She is also a respected diplomat and world leader. She can forge alliances for you with Rivain, Antiva, the Underfells.
And she throws the best parties.
I'd like to know more about the negotiations. It seems strange to hold peace talks during a ball.
The nobility must do things very differently in Austria.
By Orlesian tradition, moments of great solemnity are celebrated with revels and feasts.
While joyous occasions are given time for reflection and contemplation.
We must never forget that life is both bitter and sweet.
The ball is an opportunity to celebrate life and hope for the future, while we mourn those killed in the war.
What can you tell me about the other parties involved in the talks?
Gaspard is a decorated general, much beloved by the Imperial Army, and a legend among chevaliers.
He is better suited to the battlefield than the throne, and he would gladly make his palace a war camp.
He's also fiendishly charming.
Lady Briella has great intentions to change the lives of the elves for the better.
Even if her plans could never work and would only provoke hate crimes against alienages.
She is an idealist, but her lack of patience could prove disastrous.
What is the Empress trying to accomplish with the negotiations?
Peace is her only objective, Inquisitor.
Gaspard and Briella are driven by personal ambitions, but those desires threaten the safety of all Olesians.
The war must end tonight. We must conclude this to deal with the larger crisis.
Perhaps you could tell me something then. We haven't been properly introduced.
How rude of us to forget.
My Lord Inquisitor, allow me to present Lady Couteau.
And Lady Colombe.
And of course, Lady Fleur. We are the Empress's ladies-in-waiting.
I'd like to know more about Empress Celine.
Her Majesty has held the throne since she was just 16 years old.
She is respected and beloved, not just in Orlais, but across Thedas.
She doesn't care much for liver, and she drinks her tea black.
My investigations turned up something interesting.
Ah, esto no sé si...
Concerns the Grand Duke. He's made a lot of threats to the Council of Heralds.
The Grand Duke is all talk, Inquisitor.
Very loud talk, accompanied by swords.
He has never had any skill at the game.
My investigations turned up something interesting. It concerns Ambassador Briella. Her people have infiltrated every part of the Winter Palace.
This is extremely alarming, Inquisitor.
She could be spying on our every word. How exciting!
She killed ambassadors from both Celine and Gaspard and forged documents to both sides.
How despicable!
After the Empress extended her hospitality?
She's better at the game than we thought.
My investigations turned up something interesting.
And
do take care.
Enjoy the masquerade.
La embajadora Briella. Acá todavía no puedo hablar con ella.
Duke Gaspard has made a fortune.
You should invite his nephew.
I wonder if the Lord
Hello?
Inquisitor feels the same.
I'll see you.
Another time.
It's been too long since I've had any word from Valois.
No, acá no hay chimentos, Bueno, voy a hablar con Briella y después con Gaspar.
Maximilian Sweat.
Mistress Nightingale, what a pleasure to see you again.
Does anyone have a report on the casualties?
Inquisitor Trevelyan. Slumming even more than usual, I see. You've charmed some of the nobles. We'll see how long you can keep their favor. What brings you to me?
I want to know more about the peace talks. What can you tell me about Celine and Gaspard?
Gaspard is a warmonger. He served in the war against Ferelden and fought a dozen skirmishes on the Navarran border. He's a simple man. Simple men aren't hard to manipulate. Celine is the voice of reason in the Empire. But reason is cautious. Reason looks for compromise. Reason doesn't choose radical change, however sorely it may be needed.
I want to know more about the peace talks. I had a question about you, Briala.
I'm an elf, Inquisitor. That should tell you everything you need to know about my life. I'm good at what I do. And so that matters. I will help my people no matter the cost.
I've been told you were romantically involved with the Empress.
I didn't take you for a gossip monger, Inquisitor. I suppose your spies have already briefed you, so there's no point in pretending. Yes, Celine and I were lovers once, but we've gone our separate ways now.
What's your story? How was an elf invited to the Empress's ball as an ambassador?
Empress Celine and I have history. There was a time when I put my spies at her disposal. She knows my qualifications. We had a falling out. Now we are negotiating to determine whether I return to her side in the war.
What do you mean we had a falling out?
She betrayed me. Turned me over to the guards on a trumped-up charge to save her political reputation. It wasn't personal. It's the game. That's how all Orlesians justify these things to themselves. It wouldn't do to let the court know she had an elven friend.
If she doesn't win you back to her side, what do you intend to do?
I have contingency plans. I'm not a child putting all my hopes on a single ball. This evening gives me access to Duke Gaspard. He's challenging. Not as progressive or persuadable as his cousin. But with time and sufficient blackmail, he might work with us.
You just told me you have reason to betray the Empress.
I know it's incriminating. Few harbor more resentment against Celine than I. But if she died after inviting me here, the court would certainly pin her death on me. An elf assassinating the Empress? Alienages across Orlais, across all Thedas, would be purged. That cannot happen.
You might be interested in what I've found.
No sé si es...
It's about Gaspard. He's been threatening the nobles on the Council of Heralds.
Typical. Gaspard's always been a bully, regardless of the Chevalier Code.
He's been threatening the nobles on the Council of Heralds.
Typical. Gaspard's always been a bully, regardless of the Chevalier Code.
You might be interested in what I've found. It's about you, actually. You murdered negotiators and stole their documents.
In Orlesian politics, Inquisitor, murder and intrigue barely count as crime. If that shocked you, wait until Celine shows her hand.
I found the drop point, Briala. I know your people are hidden all over the palace.
Of course they are. I'd be a poor spy master if I didn't have spies, Inquisitor.
We'll speak more later, Ambassador.
Another time, Inquisitor.
Son todos garcas acá. Todos tienen sus cosas.
My friend, come in, have a drink. What can I do for you? You've been busily charming the court, I see.
I'd like to know more about you.
All of Orlais knows my story. But you, my friend, are far too sensible to be Orlesian. The heart of it is simple. I am the rightful heir to the throne of Orlais. But my cousin, Celine, is a politician, while I am a man of action. She charmed the Council of Heralds. They gave the crown to her, and while it looks fetching on her, I intend to take it back.
What's your claim to the throne?
The 100 Days Cough swept Valroya in 877. It killed thousands of children, royalty and commoner alike. There are only 3 living grandchildren of Emperor Judicael I. Myself, my sister Floriane, and Celine. And I am the eldest. By rights, the crown should have passed to me.
If you're the rightful heir, how did Celine become Empress?
I am the oldest, but I lack the Valmont name. My mother was the late Emperor's sister. Celine is a Valmont. Her honored father was my mother's brother. But she is the youngest. When there is any doubt surrounding the line of succession, the matter falls to the Council of Heralds. Celine outplayed me, forming alliances on the Council for support. So they passed over me in her favor.
So you intend to out-negotiate your cousin?
It will take heroic effort on my part, Inquisitor, and a lot of brandy. The talks will take most of the evening. Make her willing, we will emerge triumphant.
I'd like to know more about you.
All of Orlais knows my story. They gave the crown to her. The talks will take most of the evening.
I have a question about the peace talks. You didn't extend this invitation out of the goodness of your heart, Grand Duke.
As you might have guessed, I'm not the most political man. If the nobles believe the Inquisition supports me, it will help in negotiations. And I take joy in watching the scandalized expressions when they see us together.
What can you tell me about Celine and Brialla?
Brianna may be called ambassador, but she is purely a spy. She works towards some hidden agenda. Elves have no place in politics. Her presence here is suspicious. Celine is a skilled player in the game. She knows how to get her way with a few words and a smile. But the game is a farce. I will prove that a few hundred chevaliers are better than diplomacy.
What will be going on in these negotiations?
We will whittle one another down with words until we are bored into agreement. Celine will talk circles around us, that elf will glower and cast suspicion everywhere, and I will get very drunk. Somehow, by the time they stop serving drinks, our war will be ended. Politics, my friend.
What calamities befall us if they stop serving drinks early?
If we're lucky, another war will break out. I cannot abide the game, my friend. I prefer my enemies armed and facing me. I like clear winners and losers. Give me a battlefield, Inquisitor. I will show you who the victors are. When I am Emperor, there will be changes. No more of this courtier's nonsense. The nobles may not like it, but after a few lose their heads, they'll fall in line.
Este es un... medio sanguinario.
I have a question about the peace talks. What are you hoping?
I intend to take back what is rightfully mine. Celine stole the crown through politicking. The Empire has been mired in intrigue for too long. We need a clear course of action.
What action did...
The Empire is declining. We cannot allow Nevarra and Ferelden to chip away our borders. I will see Orlais return to glory as the strongest nation in Thedas.
¿Quieres librar?
You say you hate politics, but you're here to negotiate.
I can play the game when I must. If I couldn't, I'd be dead by now, Inquisitor. But it is not my choice. Celine has my sister involved in this mess. I would prefer to settle this on the battlefield. But for Florian, I will sit and talk.
I discovered something you might be interested in. It's about Brianna. She's got people hidden among the servants all over the palace.
I suspected as much, but couldn't confirm it. She's a difficult adversary to predict. There's no telling what move she intends to make.
She's killed ambassadors and changed their documents.
You can prove this? Now that is interesting. What is she trying to accomplish? She bears closer watching than I thought.
I discovered something you might be interested in. It's about you, in fact. Want to tell me why you were threatening the members of the Council of Heralds?
The language of politics, Inquisitor. If you cannot bribe politicians, you threaten them into backing down. Most of the Council are Celine's lapdogs. There was little chance I could win their support any other way.
We'll speak later, Duke Gaspard.
Another time, friend.
Doesn't look like negotiations are going well. Doesn't look like negotiations are going well.
Bueno, ahora tengo que volver a la zona más alejada.
Not very good looking, is he, poor man?
The reports from the Minrathous Ambassadoria are particularly disturbing.
Where are they getting it from?
Ya dejé las puertas abiertas.
Still no word from the Royal Wing.
Gaspard is wasting his time. Nothing he does could win over the Council of Heralds now.
Should have considered that before threatening to burn them all in their homes.
No sé si me aparecerán otros ¿cómo se llama? Para espiar, digo.
Doesn't look like negotiations are going well.
Gaspard is wasting his time.
Esta mujer
Inquisitor, are you enjoying the ball? This is your first presentation at court, is it not? I am Lady Marcelette, court historian to Her Imperial Majesty.
What exactly does a court historian do?
I am responsible for the historical records of the court. I maintain our library and record all official proceedings.
Are you here to chronicle the events of the evening for posterity?
Oh yes, this is a momentous occasion. The first meeting between the Grand Duke and Her Majesty since the war began. Even if, maker forbid, the talks should fail, it is an important moment in the history of the Empire.
Good evening, Lady Marcelette.
Another time, perhaps. Inquisitor, enjoying the ball, I hope.
What exactly does a court historian do?
I am responsible for the historical records of the court. I maintain our
Are you here to...
Even if...
Did you hear what Gaspar said to Duke Germain? His own uncle.
Y acá está.
Or his nephew spied better than the rest of the council. Did you see that panicked attaché roaming about?
Ah, pero no hay nada acá.
I am not talking to you until we get home. I'm ready.
I didn't expect the Inquisitor to be so well versed in the game.
Good evening.
Sent by Andraste. Of course he played the game.
Bueno, voy a tener que ir a la parte de abajo, la que me dio la llave Morrigan.
Was that really the Herald of Andraste?
Morrigan es la bruja de la espesura. O sea, su madre es la bruja Flemet. Es una bruja muy poderosa la madre. Y ella, bueno, también tiene dones mágicos.
This could be worth checking out.
Someone will be held accountable for this.
Para este, ¿cuál es? El de frío. Ah, es mejor encima la de... La de Vivienne es mejor. Ah, solamente las armas. Yo pensé que tenía que equiparme todo. Por eso me había fijado en el... Antes de venir a la misión, las cosas que tenían los compañeros, porque sabía que cuando viene esta parte te tenés que equipar manualmente. No sé por qué, pero... O sea, podrían haber hecho que sea automático. Ya está.
Must be the elves Briala's people are looking for.
Y bueno, esto es lo que tiene que... Ahora sí tiene un poco de acción la misión. Pero lo que tiene es que te tenés que apurar porque me va a empezar a bajar la barra. O sea, no es que puedes estar... Mira, están todos muertos. Y aparte de acá podrían haber monedas, me parece, no sé. Deben haber artefactos acá. Para acá ya. Ah, y ahí hay un haya. Ah, la agarré.
We should look around.
Otra estatuilla.
This was no servant. What was he doing here?
This man was a council of Herald's emissary. Curious to find him here.
The crest of the Chalon family. Duke Gaspard will answer for this.
I'm to have a word with the Duke.
No! No!
Venatori agents! That must be the Venatori leader. The Venatori were watching this approach. They're organized.
¿Ves? Me va bajando la aprobación. Lo reventaron. Ah, me marca ahí arriba. Para acá no hay nada, ¿no? No. Ah, mira. Eso me va a ayudar para subir un poco la aprobación porque se me está... Ah, pensé que estaba... Otra moneda. Ah, viene. Este se lo voy a sacar por ahora. Acá hay una escalera. Para ahí está donde me lleva. Bastante extenso ese de acá. Bueno, igual este palacio debe ser mucho más de lo que exploro acá. ¿Y acá dónde salgo? Para ver. Voy a salir afuera y después veo. Igual lo que decía Morrigan tenía razón, o sea, ella mató encontró a un tevinteriano. Y a nosotros acá ya encontramos bastante, o sea, no está mintiendo. rocas. Acá aparecimos. No hay que volver ya. Hay que subir por ahí.